What's good, squad? Welcome to the Heat Nation Report, baby. It's your boy Blaze, Hunter Knife Wonder, Blaze It Up Radio, Signature Series Network in the building. Oh man, Game 4 is over. The bottles ain't out. We ain't celebrating. Boston pulled it off. How did Boston pull it off? Why aren't my Heat celebrating with the champagne? Celebrating with that Eastern Conference Championship trophy. Why? It's hard, man. It's hard. But you know what? It ain't over yet. It ain't over. We gonna get into this. Heat Nation Report, baby. Let's go.
Clutch, 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 clutch. Yeah, baby, I'm clutch.
Let's get into these highlights. Celtics versus Heat, Game 4. You see that boy Jason Tatum praying, boy, because you need Jesus. And you needed every bit of him tonight. Jaylen Brown wasn't too particularly good in this series, but that right there is a good sign for him. Jaylen Brown in the paint. And then you see them boys shooting three. That was horrible Game 3, but that right there, that's what they've been missing. That hustle. Jason Tatum showing that fight. Here's Jimmy G Buckets doing what Jimmy G Buckets does. Come on, let me get that. All of that. Let's go. You feel me? Hit the homie Matt Strus. Pass it to Bam. The extra pass. Kevin Love. I can feel it calling in the air tonight. Good job, Kevin Love. Here's your boy up to Jimmy G Buckets. So, we started out particularly well, in control. The Heat doing their thing. Look at the defense. Good outlet pass to Max Strus. That boy flying. The Heat crowd was in it. It started to look like a repeat of Game 3. The boys was in it. Let's continue it going. Lowry to Bam. Wham, bam, thank you, man. But he only had 10 points this game. Not good. Al Horford, splash. And Al Horford, he showed up in this game. Here he is again, but this time he misses. But look at the hustle. That right there. That's what they've been missing the first 3 games. That's what they needed. And this is why the game turned out the way that it is. Here's Tatum. Good Lord, that boy is long. The boy is long. Look at the defense. There it is. See, that's the Celtics that everyone saw all year long, that the Heat just took their soul away. So these boys was definitely playing desperate. And Grant Williams, here's another pass. Splash. That 3 ball starting to fall for them boys. You see them boys took the lead. But here's the man right here. Caleb freaking Martin. He continued. He stayed hot. He kind of was one of the best players tonight. I'm not even going to cap. For the Miami Heat. Oh, look at the pass. Oh, my God. Gabe, Vincent, let's take another look. Ooh, the okey-doke. Wham. Bam. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah. The undrafted boys. All right, now the third quarter. This is where the Celtics came to life. Jason freaking Tatum. That 3 ball started falling for them boys. There it is right there. Oh, here he is again. Tatum. Too talented. The boys showed up in the moments they needed. Look at him. Oh my God. The boy is just so long. He's just too long. And we tried. Oh, you saw it. The shoulder. Dropped the shoulder. Created the space. He's too good. Look at him, man. Look at him. Third quarter, Tatum. He imposed his will on us, man. Tatum came. Here it is. Grant freaking Williams. Hey, look. Hey, I applaud Grant Williams. Boy, I applaud him because after Jimmy, been dominating him, he stayed in. He stayed locked in. They need more of him, honestly, if they want to prolong this. It ain't going to Jason freaking Tatum. They carried that thing right over into the fourth. And look at the block, the defense. That's what they didn't have. That's what they didn't have right there. That defense in this game, they had a lot. Jaylen Brown with the dunk. That's what they didn't have. Jimmy G Buckets. Doing what Jimmy? No, block. But you notice that boy ain't do no trash talking this time, though. Bet that. Oh, and then this was a scary moment. Very scary moment right there. Gabe Vincent tweaked his ankle, but, he stayed in the game. Grant freaking Williams. Yeah, them boys, they showed up to play. They did. And we just kept turning the ball over. It was just so many turnovers. It was like 6 of them back to back. And for the Celtics, this is what they needed. And, God. Yeah, when their defense is on point, their offense normally is a team when their offense is good, then it causes the other team to panic. In this situation, their defense was good, which caused them to have great freaking offense. So yeah, as you can see, Heat Nation, sad. It was a wrap. Tatum 33 points, big double-double. Butler 29, but it wasn't enough. Yeah, man, crazy game. Celtics win it 116-99, 3-1. We're going back to Boston, y'all. We're going back to Boston. Dang it. See exactly what the keys were to them winning this game. I mean, check this out. The three-pointer, you see in the first 3 games, 31 of 106. Game 4, 19 of 45. They were 29.2% through them first 3 games. 42.2% from 3. You feel me? Like, it was the difference maker. The boys made their shots. They were not making them shots, and Jason Tatum was just crazy. Like we knew he could be. 14 to 22. Like, he really showed up, and he actually scored points in the fourth quarter. You feel me? He actually scored in the fourth. First 3 games, he did not score a point in the fourth, and you can't have that from your superstar. That's why I say the man ain't consistent. But he showed up. He really showed up this game, and he was the superstar that we know Jason Tatum could be. We know what he could be. And even the others didn't have it, his hustle. Not even just the scoring, his hustle. He was just a totally different player. Look at that. Just going to the rack at will. That's the Jason Tatum that the Boston Celtic fans want to see right there.
Each other of that, and I thought the guys were connected.
The fourth quarter hadn't been kind to Jason coming into tonight, but obviously got going offensively. What was the difference for him in the fourth quarter?
Our spacing was good. Our intentionality was good on what we were running and how we were attacking, and I just thought he got to his spots and made the right play.
Coach, after such a necessary victory for you guys, both for the series and emotionally, can you describe the state of the locker room now that this victory has come to kind of refresh everything for you guys?
I mean, the way it's been the majority of the season, and so I think that's important. And then just have understanding is like we can't relax. We have to keep the same level of intensity, the same mindset, same focus for the next game.
Y'all know me, I always keep it a buck. I knew my Heat was due for this cool-off game. 25% from 3 tonight. You already know that ain't going to cut it. The turnovers was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So they got 27 points off the turnovers. You feel me? But that's just what it is. Spo, holla at me.
Great offensive players. But, I think also, the offensive I don't know how to say it, the stagnant. There's another word for that. But we were a little bit stagnant offensively. That kind of led to a lot of that lack of flow, both ends.
And that's a good point, Spo. Just that the second half overall, when you see the shots aren't falling and that recipe of the turnovers too, just what stands out to you from that too? Does that affect the flow too, offensively for the Heat?
Yeah, well, both teams pride themselves on winning the possession games. I have not glanced at this closely enough, but I think categorically they won the possession game. They won the transition game. They won the three-point game. They probably won the free throw game, and they definitely won the rebounding game. That's tough to overcome. Now, even us, we can find ways to win, even if we lose all those, but that's not a good recipe.
Seems like their pace really went up in the second half.
Yeah.
That allowed them to open up some of those three-pointers.
For sure.
To see from your team to kind of combat that.
Without a doubt. They're trying to speed it up. It's not like, that's a shocker. And that's also the lineup they had for most of the year. A lot of spacing. So guys have, gaps. But we've proven that we can do that, defend at a high level, even against high-powered offenses. But it takes a great commitment and stability offensively as well, so you can get in that flow.
Yeah, man. Now, what's crazy is it's the third quarters is where the boys really showed up. Each game, that's what it's been. Game 1, you already see that plus 21. We killed them in the third. Game 3, plus 14. And then tonight, that was them, 15. You know what I mean? So it's crazy, but it's in third quarters where the team really, really pick it up, and that's that adjustment game. You know what I'm saying? So you got to give the Celtics their credit, man. We didn't shoot the ball well at all, but the boys did their thing. They ran the glass, and even though we had some looks that we had last game, the 3-ball wasn't working for us, and them boys just, they did their thing. We just wasn't wet, and like I said, we was due at least one game to where we weren't going to be wet. You feel me? Like, we had good shots, same kind of shots we were getting the last game, but they did do a lot more contesting, though. You notice none of them open, so you got to give it. And Jimmy gonna be Jimmy, but I think we need more driving to the basket, looking to score Jimmy versus, being last option Jimmy. You know what I mean? And we got a lot of last option Jimmy tonight. Yo, look, I ain't even gonna cap. I did not expect the Celtics to lose 3 games in a row. Like, before the series started, I expected them to get at least either game 1 or game 2. That's it. I thought they were gonna get one of them. And then I thought maybe game 5, they made it interesting. You got to win, and then we finished them off in 6. That's what I thought. My whole prediction was, if we won game 1, then we win it in 5. Or if we won game 2, win it in 7. Whatever, however I said it. But I didn't think it was gonna go 7. But I definitely didn't think we was gonna get 3 in a row. Like, after we won game 1 and 2, I was like, oh yeah, they getting swept. It was a wrap. It was over. Like, I knew we were gonna win both at home. That was my mindset. But you know what? The Celtics showed fight. You got to give them credit. I'll be the first one to give them credit. They showed some fight. So of course, big shout out to them. We're gonna bring in sports analyst Ashley Monique with Blaze Radio, and get Ashley to weigh in on this, man. So Ashley, I got a question. So, do you think the Celtics won this game? Like, they went out and they won it, or do you think the Heat gave it away? Like, the Heat lost the game. Did the Celtics win it, or did the Heat lose it?
Did the Celtics win, or did the Heat take that game? I definitely believe that the Celtics won that game. Reason I say that is the Heat were up 6 points heading into the half. Anybody who says, oh, the Celtics beat down the Heat, they blew them out, you're looking at the score. You're not looking at the game. Let me break down the game to you, for you
break it down.
People who like to call yourselves a sports fan, but you didn't actually pay attention to the game.
Break it down.
The Heat were up 6 points heading into the half. So they were comfortable. They were comfortable. That desperation, that fight kind of died down in them a little. I definitely believe that. And even with that 6 point lead, we weren't shooting that well. We weren't playing up to the tier that we were playing in for the first 3 games.
Facts.
So when we came on that court for the second half, I believe the Heat came on with the mindset like, we're holding on, we're doing good, we're in there. It was a comfortable feeling. Yeah. It wasn't a what the heck feeling. You know what I mean? Like, what are we going to do feeling? Like, how are we going to get back in this game feeling? Yeah. The Celtics did. The Celtics came on with the desperation everybody's saying that they need to play with. They finally showed that desperation. They finally realized we are down 3-0. If we don't come back in the second half with everything we got, we are going home with no wins in this series.
Facts.
We have not lost 4 games straight since we've been a team. For the years that we've been a team, we have not lost 4 games straight. Let's not start now.
Yep, 2 years.
And they came out and they took that game. They came out in the second half and they took that from the Heat. Just like we took game 3 from them. We embarrassed them, but they didn't embarrass us. I'm going to put that out there right now. The Heat did not get embarrassed last night.
That's right.
We are very aware of the corrections that we need to make.
Yep.
And we are very aware of the things that we need to work on. It's easy fixes. Don't turn the ball over. Don't rush the play. We have not been rushing the play all series, and all of a sudden we were rushing plays. We were turning the ball over. We weren't setting the pick. We weren't doing any screen and drive runs like we normally do. Like, we just kind of fell apart.
Yeah.
We fell apart in that second half. And even with that happening, we had a 9-point lead at one point. So I want to make it very clear for everybody who watched that game, the Heat didn't come in the second half and just get blown out.
That's right.
They were still very much in the game. They were fighting, and they just lost. The Heat won. The Heat won in the sense that they know exactly what they have to correct to win Game 5.
I love it. And I agree. The Celtics definitely took that game. They had to. Like in the first half, I said it. Them boys only had 8 points, and I was like, that ain't gonna cut it. Shaq said that ain't gonna cut it. And they woke up. They woke up second half, and then when they started going, you notice Marcus Smart also started going too. So it really sparked them. And like I said a little earlier, it's when their defense picks up, that their offense normally follows. So give credit to where credit is due. You know what I'm saying? So I guess the next question would be, what do you think the Heat need to do to close out Game 2 or Game 5? Game 2. What do you think the Heat need to do to close out Game 5 to get it done and let's get to the finals?
I guess I kind of answered that question a little bit on the last question. You know me, always getting on myself. But it's a good question. What do you have to do to win Game 5? Definitely, like what I said previously, they need to lessen the turnovers.
Yeah.
And they need not to force the shot. Like, throwing up a shot, guarded, and just forcing shots that don't make any sense.
Yeah.
Definitely need to cut that out.
Agreed.
Slow the ball down if need be. Whenever we feel like the game is getting away from us, slow the ball down, collect ourselves, and then get back to it. We have been staying away from doing fast breaks with them, so it's not a race. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To save our energy, because we confidently still believe we're going to another series after this.
Oh, we are.
We're going to the finals.
Facts.
And we have to be mentally ready. I think the Heat needed a little slap in the face instead of a pat on the butt to remind them that what we're about to head into is a whole juggernaut.
Yes.
That Nuggets team ain't nothing to play with.
Nothing.
That big dude, he
Joker.
ready. He hungry. He wants that ring. Jamal Murray, he been down. He's been recovering. And now he's playing like an all-star, a superstar.
Yeah.
He want that ring. We're not going to be getting these like, I'll get it when I get it type of teams anymore.
Nice.
We're going to be getting a team that they're not going to let you just take it. You got to come with perfection.
Yeah.
So the Heat need to play Game 5 how they're going to play the Nuggets in the finals for us to win Game 5. And that's on facts.
Yeah.
Because they can head in there confidently, but I don't even want them to be confident. I want them to play with the desperation the Celtics just played with.
Yes.
We don't have 2 games that we can save it. Because if we lose Game 5, we now have to play on Saturday. Then if we lose Game 6, we now have to play on Monday. Who wants to do that?
Exactly.
Who wants to do that?
Not me.
We need rest. We need to prep for the finals. So if y'all are serious about going to the finals, if y'all serious about winning that championship, you better close it out in Game 5.
That's right.
Not because you want to, because you have to.
Nice.
You need that rest. We got too many injured players. Vincent just rolled his ankle in the last game. Lord knows he needs rest. We got a team we need to be 100% ready for. Hero's finally back. He got clearance to practice again. Come on, y'all. We got a player who would give anything to be on that court.
Facts.
We got Udonis Haslem, who's leaving after this season. How legendary would it be to win a finals and send a player who's in his 20th year out with a ring?
Come on.
Just as the biggest thank you we could give him as Heat culture. I mean, there are so many things on the line.
Yes.
We can't afford to lose Game 5 and risk any of those things getting messed up. We can't risk coming this far and not letting Hero touch that court again this year. Not having a chance to give Haslam one more ring before he retires for good. Come on, y'all. We got to win Game 5. Ain't no question about it. Period. Y'all got to go in Boston and take it. Just like they came in our house and took it, we got to say, nah, we saw you. You slapped us good in our face. You woke us up. You reminded us what we're fighting for. Now we're going to come and remind you where we're going. We're going to remind you of who the heck we are, and we're going to take that game.
Cole, you feel me? Hey, Monique got your boy hype. That's exactly what needed to be done, man. Oh, I love it. Every single thing you said, I agree with 1,000,000%. The homie Udonis Haslem, we giving you the opportunity to be able to get ring number 4. That's what's on the line. Heat Nation, that's what's on the line. So I agree. And I feel like Jimmy is going to get a kick out of beating them on their home floor anyways. Jimmy petty like that. I think he gonna get more of a satisfaction knocking them out in Boston. So yeah, man. We not trying to go to Game 6 nor Game 7. Let's end these boys and knock it out. So I definitely agree with everything you said, and yeah, we got to come with that intensity. That was a good, like you said, a little slap in the face. Wake up call. All right, these boys still got a little fight left in them. We can't turn the ball over. We can't do this. And you right, freaking Denver, Jesus, that's gonna be a series. And like I said in the previous show, I'm hyped about that matchup, Joker Butler. There's all this stuff going on about who's the best player in the world and all of these things, and I'm going with buckets. But Joker, he up there in the argument. So it's gonna be very interesting. It's gonna be very interesting. The Heat they really gotta show up and show out. Like you said, them forced shots can't happen, and honestly, for me, one of my issues is we was forcing up some shots and there was some crazy turnovers. But the one thing that absolutely cannot happen is Bam only scoring 10 points, only shooting the ball 7 times. That's it. 7 times a whole game. That cannot happen. I guess my last question would be, is Bam to blame? Is Bam to blame for this loss? For only scoring 10 freaking points in a closeout game.
Oh, I love Bam. So you know me, I'm always ready for that tough love. I would give anything to blame him and say it was all on Bam, but it wasn't. It wasn't. We could go up and down. We could go up and down the stat line. But I mean, if you want to start with Bam, dude had 10 points and 5 rebounds, and he attempted less than 10 shots.
Come on.
I have said it from the start of the series. For us to win this series, we need Bam to have a minimum 10 shots attempted. We need Bam to have minimum 15 points a game, and Bam needs to get a minimum 8 rebounds a game. Period. He missed on all 3 lines. And don't even get me started with the amount of free throws he took. He didn't take it.
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah.
So I think those 2 free throws he missed he got in his head, and he stopped driving the ball as aggressive as he could because he was worried with getting fouled because he didn't feel like he was on it when it came to the free throws last night. Same reason, Jimmy. He was driving the ball, then he started missing some layups. He was getting in his head. He was getting frustrated.
Yeah.
It was just a whole lot. The whole group as a lot
was
frustrated last night. They were in their head. They were like, I think they had a moment where like, this is the Heat they expect us to be. You know what I mean? I don't think that they got embarrassed last night.
They didn't.
But them, in their own like retrospect and how high they put the team, they probably are going in that locker room like, y'all, we played like trash.
Yeah.
Because that's what they look like a lot of the game last night.
Yeah.
But the positive take from it is, I think it's just when it comes back down to the Heat, we win together, we lose together.
Come on.
And that whole team collectively played bad last night. So we collectively lost.
Yes.
And I think that there's no blame for it. We've been playing some high-level basketball, and the Celtics kind of said, y'all can keep playing high level, but not this game.
Exactly.
And so I look at it like this. It took the Celtics to beat us with them being at their best and us being at our worst.
Facts.
We gonna see game 5 if they can beat us at our best.
Let's go.
Because the Heat gonna come. They're gonna be ready. They're gonna be hungry.
Yeah.
That fire just got reignited in them. Just like when Grant Williams came in Jimmy's face and he was wooing, barking at him.
Come on.
They just barked at us. Now we need a response.
Yes.
We need a response. This is not an in-game bark. This was a full game bark.
Facts.
And now they're saying, how are you gonna respond to us now? You wanted to be all in our face.
Come on.
You know, taunting us with the timeout that Jimmy did last game.
Petty.
Now we're coming back at you and saying, all right, bet. Now what you got?
Yeah.
Jimmy needs to put everybody on notice.
Yes.
We lose this game, we're losing this series. That's how we need to feel. I don't think we're going to lose this series.
Yeah.
It's not happening. But that's how we need to play in Game 5.
Yeah.
It's not our backs against the wall, but we need to put our backs against the wall because that's when we play our best.
Agreed.
When everybody is counting us out, we show up and we show out. That's how the Heat need to play Game 5. No blame, just improve. There's no blame to go to anybody. Just improvement needs to be made. We just need to get back to Heat culture basketball and just shut this crap down. Just shut it all the way down.
Freaking agreed. Shut it all down. And that's the urgency they got to come out with. Jimmy G. Buckets tell them just like that. Hey, look, we lose Game 5, we ain't going to the finals. That's the type of urgency they got to play. If they really want to, which I believe they do. My boys got that dog. You know, I believe they do. And they're going to show up, they're going to show out, and they're going to do what they're supposed to do. And rightfully so, we lost that game for the mistakes for Bam. Not only just 7 shots, but 5 rebounds. Like, that ain't gonna cut it. You know, the shooting was horrible, which we would do one bad shooting game. And Jimmy G, you know, he missed a lot of layups too. He did. They did some good defense, and even with 29 points, that's crazy. A bad game is 29 points. That's how you know when you're dealing with stars. You know, so. But yeah, we really gotta come out fighting. We gotta come out swinging, and I'm ready for it. You know me, I'm all for the smoke. You know, I'm all for the smoke. Let's get into some of these. In these press conferences from the Heat, from Bam, and hear what they got to say. Ashley, I appreciate you. We'll have Monique back on in a bit. But yeah, let's go into this press conference. We're about to hear from Bam Adebayo. We just want to know, how did this happen? How wasn't it a sweep? How did we get to this conclusion to where now we have to play a Game 5?
I mean, what went differently? They made shots. They shot 50 from the field and 40 from 3. And this is, you know, we always said the last one to get is the hardest one to get. So we knew coming in this game they was gonna be desperate. And now we got to finish business in Boston.
The only thing I'm gonna say is we'll be okay. Let's get back to doing what we've always done to get us to this point. Continually have belief in one another, knowing that we're gonna win, and we will. We just gotta play harder. Like, there's not too much to say with this group because we already know, so we just gotta go out there and execute.
Thank you, Jimmy.
You're...
Y'all heard it for them boys. It's gonna be a dog fight, and what we know is the Heat got that dog. So you already know what it is, man. You know, so I'm confident that we gonna close it out. You know, I'm confident that we gonna handle business. You know, Jimmy Buckets is confident. So, you know, I'm confident. Yeah, we gonna handle business. We gonna do what we need to do, and it's as simple as that. You know, hey Monique, I appreciate you for, you know, rocking with your boy today, and coming through, and, you know, giving us your passion, you know, and weighing in. You feel me?
Thank you for having me on your show, Blaze. This was a pleasure. I had an awesome time with you today, homie. God willing, we'll be having another conversation after Game 5, celebrating.
We will.
And kind of talking a little bit more about what he have to look forward to in that Nuggets series next week.
Sheesh.
But definitely have a great day. Everybody listening, have an awesome day and be blessed. And Celtics fans, stay out my DMs. Stay out of my DMs. What did you guys say? It's one game. Well, honey, it's one game. Come talk to me after Game 5, eh? All right. Bye, guys.
Yes, hey, Monique, I appreciate it, man. This has been the Heat Nation Report. You feel me? With your host, Blaze Hunter, Ninth Wonder, right here on Blaze It Up Radio. And you guys can also catch this on the Signature Series Network, the most prestigious network in the land. Y'all make sure y'all tune in to the Inside Scoop with the homie Spivey. You feel me? You're going to have the homie Gerald with them. Them boys going to be, whatever. They're going to be talking that noise over there. They praying on the Heat's downfall. Ain't going to happen. But y'all make sure y'all tune in. This is your boy Blaze on the Ninth Wonder, man. Heat Nation Report. We out this beast. Y'all stay blessed. Yeah.
Clutch, 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 clutch. Yeah, baby, I'm a clutch.